you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I shoot the lights out till it's bright out. Oh, just another lonely night. Are you willing to sacrifice your life?
What's going on, guys? Greg from Wrenchworks here. Give you guys a little brief rundown of kind of everything we brought to UCC here. So this truck's sitting right behind me here. We have this truck named Redemption. This is my latest build right here. It was competing in 72 Fast this weekend. Also doing some more drag racing. Really kind of built this truck. Little version of the 05 sitting behind it. Most of you guys know the 05. I've had the 05 for forever. It's got the billet engine in it. So brought that out. That one's not quite done yet. Goal for that truck's, you know, maximum horsepower. We'll be competing next year in UCC once it's finally done. But this truck we're going to be doing a lot with. Of course, you'll pan over there. We got JH Diesel over here. JH Diesel, you know, anyway, he didn't go very far in 72 Fast either. But
how far did you make it? Because I heard there was a confrontation down there. Because you drew what, back to back, and then you raced, had to come down.
I mean, basically the long, skinny, short story of that is you were allowed to buy more than one spot in 72 Fast. We had 2 spots. once you get further in the rounds, your spots could potentially get closer and closer. I had, my first one was 6 spots from my second one. I had an issue with the truck, mechanical problem in the first spot. I spun around, tried to get back up for my second round, and there was just really a discrepancy in what was said in the beginning and said towards the end there of where I could get in line with. And it was just a discussion of, this is what I was told, this is what it was. Everybody was a little upset because there was just some differences in what was said, but all good. I want to make sure it was a fair race for everybody. I wasn't trying to be any certain way, and came to an agreement and got DQ'd on the second one because I didn't make it back up for the second round in time. So unfortunately we got put on the trailer into the second round of things. So I made it past first round. We had the truck covered up even with my mechanical problem, but he got around me on the end. So it is what it is. It's a new build. We're working out all the kinks. So
for anybody new, what's the specs on?
So 72 fast drag racing class is, everyone gets the same exact turbo. You cannot modify it. Everybody has to weigh the exact same weight.
Which is what, 8,000?
6,000.
6,000, okay.
So 6,000 weight, factory ECM stipulation, so no aftermarket ECMs, which really levels the playing field, and it's instant green. There's no Pro Tree. My truck is running a Freedom Racing Engines wet deck plate engine. We've got a Logan built 48 RE transmission in there, completely ECU Masters data logger, 849 computer, Baldwin harness on it. We did 1485 with this turbo on the engine dyno, and did 1350 on the chassis dyno. So I really did think we had the truck to beat. A lot of really fast guys. So we're gonna keep the truck as is, keep racing it as is, so we can keep testing for. There's been talks about more 72 fast races in the future before the next UCC. So
what's the next event you'll be at racing?
So Cowl Motors Freedom truck meet, will be there. We might throw some dirt drag tires on this exact setup, keep it everything the same, and might do some dirt drags with it. Hopefully the 05's done in like maybe 1 or 2 months. We're not in any rush. We want to make sure it's perfect before we shoot for, 4,000 horsepower.
Exactly.
New goal is 3,800 plus now. So it just keeps growing every year. So, but another successful UCC. We got burnouts coming up later in the second gen. That thing will not die. So we're gonna pop some tires later, and yeah, keep building cool shit.
Perfect.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, so we just got an interview with Greg from Wrenchworks. Fantastic guy. I hope you enjoy everything here. Obviously, we have Cole's truck and the whole lineup of Greg's. He's got the Peterbilt here. Awesome guy. Be sure to go and get entered to win the giveaway truck at wrenchworks.com. And we're going to continue on day 2 UCC, see what we can get into. All right, guys, we are currently making our way to the burnout comp. Starts at 9 o'clock. Jimmy and I are going down. We should be front and center of everything. I got my wife, Shaylin, up in the stands. Hopefully kind of get a bird eye view for you guys. But I'm going to try and get up on the wall as best as I can. Get you all the best action.
I don't think you guys can stand up on the wall to keep me above the... I can feel my knees going.
JH Diesel on both tires. Tap the wall down that direction somewhere with the truck. Yeah, that, yeah. Well, the power stroke put on a show. He tapped the wall and then something popped. So, wasn't a very long run, but an interesting run.